Hi everyone, Joe Convertino Jr., Danielle Roche for our weekly HR Minute. Hopefully you had a great 4th.
I did you?
Yes,
Yeah.
weather was great.
It's beautiful.
And we celebrated my dad's big birthday, so it was
nice.
wonderful. It was wonderful. Here we are in the midsummer, July, some changes. I don't want to bring up COVID.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's some new legislation or New York State items that have to be discussed.
Yeah, so I am just as sick of talking about it as you are, as are most of our businesses that we work with. The good news is COVID sick pay is sunsetting July 31st. There's no New York State COVID sick pay anymore. So if somebody does get COVID and they need to stay out of work for whatever reason, they can use their sick time, their PTO, their vacation, however you have your paid time off set up.
So it's not like the past, you had tested COVID, bring in the
Right.
slip,
None of
5
that.
days
Right.
undocumented. Okay, so I guess that's a positive thing.
Yes, and so, if you want to continue doing that for your business, you certainly can. It's just not a requirement anymore. So you may need to take a look at your policies. If you've got that in your handbook, you may need to pull that out if that's something that you don't want to have in your handbook anymore.
Good, and we have another topic you wanted to address that's coming up
Yes.
that needs to be included in an employee handbook.
Yeah, so a few months ago, you remember we talked about the New York State Clean Slate Act. That was enacted earlier this year. This month in July is when it officially takes effect. So there's changes to background check requirements. You can no longer go back a certain amount of years depending on what the convictions are. So misdemeanors, 3 years. For felonies, for most of the time, it's going to be 8 years. They'll be sealed, so you won't even be able to see them on your background check. So you want to check with your background check company and make sure that they know that they need to comply with that, right? And then you also do need to update your handbook policies if you're doing background checks.
What would you have to update about it? Kind of what you just said?
Yeah, so anytime there's a regulation, you need to have the regulation in your handbook. You don't want to define what the regulations are, you want the regulation to speak for itself.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the regulation to speak for itself. So folks out there in Central New York or wherever you are, if you need these additions to the handbook, give us a call at CH Insurance, ask for Danielle, and we'll send the link. She'll help you. It's great stuff. All part of the CH service here, and thank you for everything you're doing.
Absolutely, happy to help.
Have a great weekend, and remember, CH is in your corner.